When Jeando Masoero showed me the procedure we are going to look at today, I thought he was asking me to do something that is impossible. I've since shown this to many people, and often, even those with a long history of working with their body and the Alexander technique, have at first thought I was asking them to do something that can't be done. The procedure concerns one of the most fundamental principles of the model of walking that we're examining in this series, which is that you should not shift your weight towards your supporting leg. If you observe people when they walk, you will see that they typically lean their pelvis and body towards the leg that is supporting them as they swing the other leg. We don't want to walk like this because it's going to send you onto the outside of your foot, and in practice, you're going to end up shortening your torso. The common conception of walking is that you kind of twist your pelvis and rib cage with each step, shortening one side then the other. And since people will twist more on one side, you're going to trend towards a mild scoliosis. This is part of why so many people are twisted, with one side of their pelvis forward and one side of their rib cage back. The alternative to this is to think that you want to move away from your supporting leg as you walk. That is, to shift towards the leg that is going to catch you, as opposed to shifting out towards where there is nothing to support you. Ultimately, that will help you to counter the habit of going towards the supporting leg, and you will move straight ahead with your pelvis and torso instead of twisting back and forth. This will allow us to keep our torso at its full length, so we can benefit from our taut fascia. The model of walking that I'm describing is based around the idea of keeping your fascia taut, and being able to walk with your back lengthened and widened and your torso at its full length. If you twist with every step, you will lack support from your fascia, and so you will have to overuse your muscles instead. Before we look at the procedure itself, it's good to stand facing a webcam or video camera and record yourself taking one step to the side. You start just standing, and with one leg, you step to the side, keeping your other leg as it is. You need to record this if you can, because it's very easy to miss what's happening if you don't have video. But a mirror can work if you have no other option. Do this before continuing the video. Let's say you stepped to the right. What you likely saw is that you shifted your pelvis to the left in order to take weight off of your right leg, and then you stepped to the right. This is kind of irrational if you think about it. You want to move to the right, but you shift to the left. Now you might say, I have to get weight off my right leg in order to move it. That's certainly what I thought when I first tried this. How could I move my leg if the weight of my body is sitting on it? It seemed like I had to shift to get the weight off the leg in order to move it. And if you believe that, that is how you will be seen to walk, shifting to get weight off the leg that will swing. So the procedure is to take a step to the side while moving the pelvis away from the supporting leg and not shifting towards the supporting leg at all. Here are a couple of ideas that will help you to accomplish this. If you're stepping to the right, you want to place your left hand on the left side of your pelvis. Push with your hand your pelvis to the right. You can even start by leaning a little bit to your right to help fight the urge to shift left, though that urge will still be there at first. It will also help to extend your legs, so come back to the idea of pulling the greater trochanters on the outside of the upper leg forward while pulling the insides of the thighs apart faster at the back than at the front. If you're still having trouble, put your right hand against a wall. That way you don't have to worry about falling or anything. Try not to massively press into the wall with your hand. Just lightly touch it. Ultimately, you want to be able to make this gesture without help from the wall. It's just there to help you open yourself to the possibility that you can move away from your supporting leg. Even if you disagree with this model of walking, this should be a gesture that you're capable of making. But if you try it out, you'll likely see you have a strong habit of wanting to go towards the supporting leg, even when you intend to do the opposite. Now, in retrospect, when I look at this procedure, it almost seems silly to me that I thought it was impossible. Why on earth would it be impossible to simply abduct one leg and swing it to the side? The reason for this faulty conception is that most people are allowing their torso, and in particular their pelvis, to droop down on top of their legs. So, we come to believe that we have to get that weight off the leg in order to move the leg. But our legs are springs, and our torso is suspended above our legs if the fascia is functioning. So we can simply decide to move our torso to the side and move our leg with it. This is why getting your torso towards its correct configuration is key to performing this gesture. If your pelvis and torso are drooping down onto your legs, you aren't free to move one leg until you get some weight off of it. So to make this gesture, you need to be lifting your rib cage and your pelvis so that you're poised. I'm not going to show myself performing this procedure until the next episode of this series. But here is the starting and end point so you have a clear idea of the gesture. In the next episode, we'll look at how we can refine this gesture to make it more useful for walking. For now, just see if you can get yourself to step sideways without shifting towards your supporting leg. It's going to take several tries to get this going, and you really want to get visual feedback from a camera, as it's extremely easy to think you did not shift towards your supporting leg when in fact you did. At first, you will just be reducing the amount you shift, but if you look closely, you will likely still see you're shifting the wrong way. But with some work, you should be able to clearly move away from your supporting leg to take a step to the side. Don't give up after a few tries, and use the wall if you need some extra help to get going. So spend a little time doing the impossible, then join me next episode, and we'll take this to the next level.